United States Representative Jeff Miller serves on the House Armed Services Committee, the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, and the Committee on Veterans Affairs. Miller has established himself as one of the staunchest conservatives in the House of Representatives. In 2011, Miller became the chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs. The Committee on Veterans Affairs is responsible for authorization and oversight of the Department of Veterans Affairs. The VA is the largest department in the federal government with over 300,000 employees and a budget of over $119 billion. Chairman Miller has championed numerous tax relief and veterans measures and fought for less government, fewer taxes, and more personal freedom. Congressman Miller is married to the former Vicki Griswold. They have 2 children and 3 grandchildren. Please join me in a rousing American Legion welcome for Representative Jeff Miller. Hello again, sir. How are you? Welcome.
Hello, man. How are you? Good morning, and thank you very much for that kind introduction. I'm glad to bring some good Florida weather this morning to you here in Washington, D.C. Again, I mean, the 3rd winter storm in the month of March. It's amazing. However, I just returned from the Arctic Circle over the weekend, where I had an opportunity to spend some time with submariners under the Arctic Circle, so this ain't nothing compared to what those guys are doing right now. I want to say thank you to this organization for the better part of the last century working so diligently to make sure that those that have served this nation received the benefits that they have earned in a timely fashion. Also, on any given day, you can see members of the Legion walking the halls of Congress, talking with members about the issues that are important to you, but not only the halls of Congress, but also at the Department of Veterans Affairs and at the White House as well. And simply put, the work that you do, providing guidance to and a voice for those that have given so much on the battlefield, makes our job passing legislation just that much easier to improve the lives of the men and women that have worn the uniform of this nation, and increasing the accountability necessary to make sure that the Department of Veterans Affairs does their job as it is intended. And I'm glad to know that we have the Legion's full support in much of the legislation that we have been bringing forth over the last couple of years. The American Legion believes that we cannot let funding for veterans become a constant casualty to Washington gridlock, and I couldn't agree more. In fact, that's why I've introduced the Putting Veterans Funding First Act, which would fully fund the Department of Veterans Affairs discretionary budget a year ahead of schedule, ensuring that VA and all of its services would have timely, predictable funding in an area where continuing resolutions and threats of government shutdowns are all too frequent. The American Legion believes that if VA executives fail in their jobs, they should not receive a bonus. They should be disciplined or even removed from their job, and I couldn't agree more. And that's why I've introduced legislation. That's why I've introduced legislation that would give the VA Secretary the authority to fire or demote senior VA executives based on their performance. Working at the Department of Veterans Affairs is a privilege. It's not a right. And it's well past time that we had legislation that recognizes that particular fact. The American Legion also believes that VA's disability claims experts should be able to conduct reviews of VA's claims processing operation without undue interference from Veterans Benefit Administration officials. Again, I couldn't agree more. That's why we, on our committee, both Republican and Democrat, are demanding that VA cooperate with Legion members and their office action reviews and sending a House Committee of Veterans Affairs staffer on future Legion ROAR visits to VA facilities to ensure that VA cooperates as they should. Look, these are just a few of the issues that are motivating us to action this year. And my pledge to you is that I will continue fighting to accomplish these goals. I'm proud to have the great men and the great women of the American Legion as allies in this fight. I appreciate everything that you do. Thank you for coming to Washington. Thank you for bringing the commander to present comments to us on the Hill in our joint hearing. It's an honor to be with you this morning. I wish you all the best while you're here in this great sunny weather.